Well, it's another Monday double crash. We got our good friend Lizard here. Lizard, taking on both Namor and Misty Knight. You know how we always do. Look at the powers of the enemies that we're fighting against. In this case here, talk about Lizard's powers, at least for Namor, and then get into the fight with commentary and without commentary with Misty Knight. So Namor, I gotta get up into my Namor, the Submariner, because his powers have changed quite a bit since the last time that we actually used him in a Crash of the Titans. So Namor's at a 5/5/5, black, green, and purple are his powers. Well, his strongest colors, I should say. So Namor's Mercy, it's his black ability, costs 10, deals damage, and then the enemy team gains 4 AP in their strongest color. So I'm trying to think here. In Lizard's case, it should be purple if I'm not mistaken. Because again, Namor and Lizard have the same color scheme, though their strongest colors differ. In Lizard's case, I know his strongest color isn't black, but we'll get into that there momentarily. No, I'm not gonna yell at Imperatus Rex. I've done it in one Crash of the Titans. When it's time for Namor's Crash, I'll do it. But Imperatus Rex costs 12. It's still expensive. What it does damage to the enemy team for each blue tile on the board, and then destroys a random set of tiles in the shape of the Trident of Neptune. So destroy tiles don't generate AP. So if we can, that's the Trident of Neptune, like that right there, that shape there. Just so we're clear. And I accidentally went too far out for that. And then Atlantis attacks is Namor's purple ability. What it does, for 9 purple, it converts 5 basic tiles to blue fortified tiles. Then if there's at least 10 or more blue fortified tiles, well, 10 or more blue tiles on the board doesn't necessarily mean that they're fortified. You deal damage to the enemy team. So as you can see, Namor has a couple moves that deal direct damage to the target and then direct damage to the enemy team, but they're high AP-ish abilities. Affiliations for those that care: heroes, mutants, Illuminati, geniuses, non-humans, Hellfire Club, and Battle World. Alright. Here, lizard. So he is a green, black, and purple user. Ectothermic is his green ability, costs 7, deals damage to the enemy team, and then it has a couple of caveats. If there's at least 11 or fewer blue tiles on the board, then you deal an extra amount of damage to a random enemy. And then if there's at least 7 or more tiles, at least 7 red tiles on the board, then you deal more extra damage to a random enemy. So it's team damage that's guaranteed, but then you have the additional ability to gain additional damage if you meet these 2 thresholds. So if you meet the blue threshold or the red threshold, you'll get either one of those random ability, the random damage to the enemy. Since this is a one-on-one fight, all of there's going to go to Namor. Tail Whip is the passive and active of Lizard. So actively, it stuns the target for 1 turn, deals damage at higher levels, 3 turns stun, more damage. And then passively, if Lizard would take whatever the listed damage is, then you reduce the damage by the listed amount. And again, at higher levels, that amount is reduced little bit further. Then you create a 2-turn countdown tile that restores health to Lizard each turn. And then also while this countdown tile is on the board, you can't trigger Tail Whip. So, or create another tail whip tile. So essentially you can't stun, because again, Lizard is, regenerating his tail back, because it takes him a while to regenerate his tail or a lost limb. And you can't create another tail whip tile, because again, like I said, regeneration. Alright, and then our complex is probably one of my favorite repeater tile abilities in the game. So for 7 purple AP, it converts up to 4 basic tiles on the bottom row to 1-turn fortified repeater tiles, which if they're matched away and then they go up a level, they'll fortify themselves again, swaps 1 space up, and then converts any swapped blue tiles to red. So again, that feeds into his green ability. And whenever those repeater tiles reaches the top of the board, you deal damage to the target. It removes itself and its fortification. And then as long as you have multiples of these tiles on the board, Lizard takes less damage. So yeah, our complex is going to be our key to victory, so to speak. For folks that care about affiliations, villains, Sinister Six, street level, geniuses, and enhanced. Alright, strategy against Namor. Simple. We want to make sure that there are not that many blue tiles on the board. I know we kind of want that second caveat, or the first caveat to Lizard's ectothermic ability to, where 11, if there's 11 blue tiles on the board, then deal the random damage. Nah, we don't want to have 11 blue tiles on the board, especially if Namor fires off his blue ability, his black ability, or especially his purple ability. His purple ability, yeah, that's gonna rock our world. So deny purple, we're gonna deny green. Black might be alright, because we're gonna be shooting for 1-turn stun, or we're just gonna try and get as many stuns off as we can. Boost if you need them, black, green, and we're gonna go from there right now. Okay, Namor doesn't have that much more health than we do, so we should be alright. Let's gather this green. Probably could have went for the match 4, but I said gotta deny that green. Get a purple. Good combination there. Let's see here. Ectothermic. Okay. We still need to get rid of some of them reds so we can get the bonus damage. Cool, we'll take a match 5 to get rid of that. Alright, we're at 12. Still at a pretty low threshold right about now. I'm gonna let, well, I was just saying I'll let Namor deal with that there, but alright, so let's go ahead and activate our complex. Again, even if they get destroyed, it's perfectly fine, because Namor's Mercy is gonna, do its thing. There's Tail Whip, we heal. Still got way too many tiles on the board. Alright. Okay, now, yeah, we'll do it for the random damage. Okay, there we go. That'll work. Nah, because I really don't want him to get that purple there. The game's talking about, oh man, well, he ends up getting the purple anyways. Atlantis attacks. Okay, tail whip activates. Get a little bit of healing off. Alright, there's a little bit more healing. Alright, 12. Go ahead and stun Namor. Alright. That should be enough to knock him out. Yep. Just barely enough to knock him out. Alright, so we're gonna be at pretty low health for Misty Knight, but it's all good though. Thanks Alliance for playing. We'll get them next time. I have to go in and recruit some folks. Either on Reddit or on here. It doesn't really matter. If you're looking for an alliance, you know, hey, look us up at Go for the Head, and you know, just make sure you got Discord. That's all I ask. All right, Misty Knight. She's going to punish us hardcore with her green ability, which is Bionic Beatdown. And if you remember correctly, with us having those fortified tiles on our purple ability, Misty's gonna remove those fortifications. So she deals damage to the target, then additional damage for each fortified tile on the board, and then removes their fortifications. Obviously removing enemy tiles first, up to a max of 5 tiles. So again, my Misty's had 5, what is it, 332, so yeah, that's pretty nasty damage. So I gotta make sure I heal in this fight here. Saturday Night Specialist is her yellow ability. It's an active and passive. Actively, she converts random basic tiles to her team's strongest color, then which is going to be green, and then fortifies and improves 4 random special tiles by the listed amount. And then if a fortified tile is matched or destroyed, Misty will heal her allies, which again, that's not really important. And then if one of her allies happens to be a defender, then she's also healed as well. Again, the passive portion isn't going to matter too much in the one-on-one. And then this is Control. This is her blue ability, which costs 6, pretty cheap. Deals damage to the target, then creates 6 attack tiles on the board on random basic tiles on the chosen row. So if you choose the topmost row, it'll choose random basic tiles to equip itself on. And then if it happens to be on tiles that are her team's, on either team's strongest color, then fortify those tiles and then deal damage. So in this case here, it'll be green for both of us. So if it happens to hit a green tile, it's not going to be fun to say the least. Her affiliations for, again, those that care: Heroes, Defenders, Team Iron Man, Heroes for Hire, A4, Street Level, Enhanced. Because again, we mentioned her Defenders. Alright, so let me heal Lizard real quick, even though he has some pretty fast healing. Alright, strategy here. Well, we kind of want to keep our tiles fortified, so we got to deny green, get our purple off as fast as we can. In this case here, an option would be to switch your black into a 3-turn stun. If you can do that there, keep her stunned, let those fortified tiles get up, crawl up the board, and go from there. I'm gonna pop on against some more neutral boost, shut up and let my matches do the talking. Alright, outside of a Saturday Night Specialist, yeah, I think our health pool went back to never out where it was when we were fighting what's his face? Namor. So let me find Mr. Lizard. Lizard. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Okay, 314. Yeah, so yeah, so he was okay, a little bit more health. I don't know why I clicked off of him. Anyway, so as far as people to pair Lizard up with, again, anybody that can generate purple for you. So again, 3-star Scarlet, yeah, 3-star Scarlet Witch, the 5-star Scarlet Witch to a degree, she can generate purple with her purple ability. Or also anybody that can do some sort of board manipulation. And what I mean by that, they're making tiles disappear. Well, swapping places up on the board. So someone like, well, I don't know, Medusa maybe. Well, hers is really purple, so I mean you're probably not going to want to use her because again, purple conflicts. Same with 3-star Loki, purple conflicts. So anybody that has a tile swap mechanic that's not on purple, that's probably going to be your best bet. And I'm trying to think here. There's not too many characters that I know that has tile swap abilities that aren't purple. I mean, I know Riri Williams has one, but hers is a little bit different, and it kind of conflicts with Lizard because you know you want to have as few red tiles or few blue tiles as possible. So, no, Sandman actually does it with purple, so that's not that great of an option. Alright, think here. Who honestly has say nah, you just do tile destruction, so that's not gonna work. Road destruction. Yeah, that is actually a good question. I mean, if there is a character that does do board manipulation, that's not purple, it's obviously escaping me right now. You know, it might be somebody in 5-star land, whatever the case might be. Anyway, so that's gonna end this crash here. We got at least a singular crash with Rogue next week. I think hers with Gambit. I'm trying to remember here. I forget, but her crash is actually going to be kind of easy, to say the least. And again, that's it for me. You know, thank you all for watching. Be excellent to your fellow human beings. And I'm gonna check and see where Rogue is at and see, do I need to? Nope, I don't need to pull any tokens. So again, we'll catch y'all all later. Peace.